Nationalism is not just an empty word full of emotional appeal. It is the expression of a reality that we have a country of our own, which must be kept our own. Hi, good day. I am Melvin Lloren from BSED Social Studies 3A. A person that I considered as a modern-day social critic is Renato Constantino of the Philippines. So who is Renato Constantino? Renato Constantino is a Filipino historian known for being part of the leftist tradition in the Philippine historiography. A historian that taught us to re-examine, correct, and learn from our colonial history. So, Renato Constantino believed that nationalism is not just an empty word full of emotional appeal. It is the expression of a reality that we have a country of our own, which must be kept our own. Its political expression is independence. These are the words that Renato Constantino wrote in an article entitled The Corrupt Society, published in 1958 for the Sunday Times magazine. Up to this day, the relevance of the statement remains undisputed as Filipinos continue to contend with forces that impede a national development. Renato learned about patriotism from members of his family. His grandmother told him endless stories about the friar's abuses and her family suffering during the American period. And also his father is a lawyer and was harshly critical of leaders who abandoned the fight for our country's independence and made Renato Constantino's spirit awakened to nationalism as a child by both of them. And as an adult, this inner fire served as his foundation for his writing, so that it is his fire starter that pushes him to write with his critics. Renato Constantino also desired that Filipinos have a useful memory of the past in order to advance the Filipinos' quest for genuine nationhood. During his time as the editor of UP's Philippine Collegian, he fervently wrote about the youth's vital role in the nationalist struggle for independence and at the same time criticized political bigwigs. That was his way of expressing himself as a young nationalist, wielding the pen with his words of keen and wit and sharpness while exposing social ills. He then became the hot pursuit when he wrote about the society's glaring issues that were published in various broadsheets and magazines. Renato Constantino was hopeful for the promise of revolutionary change. He stressed the importance of nationalism as the Filipinos' primary weapon against reactionary forces. He even asserted that nationalism with an anti-imperialist stand is the best means to produce a counter-consciousness for the purpose of social emancipation. His image as a historian and leftist made him one of the most influential public intellectuals of all time. He was even subjected to political harassment because of his doings. But still, nationalism and social criticism remained the constant themes in his columns and articles. He continued to articulate provocative sentiments about the issues of his time, most of which are still relatable up to today, which is the reason why I considered him as a modern social critic. The issues of government corruption and politics, economic subservience due to foreign debt, and the question of independence and sovereignty. Hence, his nationalism will always be applicable and valid because it attempts to resolve society's chronic problems. Up to this day, no Filipino writer has perhaps contributed as much as Constantino did in terms of substance and volume of writings to advance the Philippine nationalist cause in the 20th century. That is why I chose Renato Constantino as a modern social critic. Thank you.